Alright, so I'm just deciding to record a batch of videos, see how they work out. This time I'll do another review because I want to get some reviews out of the way of some of the tanks which I would like to see reviews on, but yet there are none on YouTube. That's what I was going to say. So this time, Churchill Gun Carrier, built on the chassis of the Mark 6 Churchill. Let me check. Can't remember if it's the Mark 6. It's not the Mark 4. There is no Mark 4 Churchill in the game. Mark 7 Churchill. There you go. Mark 7. So yes, based on its chassis. So that hence where the hull armor comes from. Well, I would think so. It's certainly not the box I have. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. I'm getting confused. So, yes, tank destroyer version of a Churchill. It's obviously very slow, big target. It does have a very good gun, however. Tier 8 gun. It's the Ordnance Quickfire 32-pounder anti-tank gun. So 94mm of pure British engineering. 7.06 rate of fire. That's 7.33 there. I've got it down to with a gun rammer and 100% crew. Could probably use improved vents on this, but I chose this equipment loadout. Average penetration 214, which is very good. I don't think it really needs 214 penetration, but no, it's good to have. 250 average damage. That's a good solid damage hit. 0.34. It's fairly accurate. Aiming time, yeah, something to be desired. Weight, nobody really cares about weight. But anyway, we'll start off the way I normally did. 650 hit points for tier 6. The Germans usually have the highest hit points for a tank destroyer. However, 600 for the Jagdpanzer 4. So it has 50 extra health, and you'll probably need that. You will get 3-shotted, I have found. 41.3 tons with my loadout. Let's compare it to the Jagdpanzer. Let's just go tier 6. I do not have that many high tier tanks. Tier 6 is my highest. I cry. But so Jagdpanzer, let's see, 24. Yeah, it's a very weighty machine. It has like double the weight of the Jagdpanzer 4, so it's very big, very slow. Should be well armored, however, yeah, the box. We'll ignore the box for the moment. Go through the raw stats. 350 engine power, 320. That's the Jagdpanzer. Is that the top engine? No, it's the default. 440 would be the top engine. So not a very good engine. Bedford Twin 6. I think they're bus engines. I believe they are. Twin bus engines. I believe the Churchills were using. So 25.7 top speed, not very fast. 24 degrees traverse speed. That's not a very good traverse speed at all. Hull armor 88, 63, 50. Turret doesn't have one. However, the box, I do not feel the box is armored. I feel like the box is made of cardboard and they just super glued it together. Oh well, hot glue gunned it together. It stuff goes through it like butter. Seriously, just do not count on armor on this. The same as the Gold Tractor. Do not count on armor. Shell damage 188 to 313. But yes, and there's the penetration. 7.06 rate of fire rounds per minute. As I went through on the gun, etc. Gun traverse speed. Now, gun traverse speed. It says 26. And this says 26 as well. However, the cone of arc on this tank is about here. To about here. It does not have... this thing does not have a cone of arc at all. It's more like the Hetzer, except with a much thinner cone of arc. So you will tend to turn this tank a lot to aim a target for any length of time. 340 view range. 350 for that, 360 for the dog, 550 view range, signal range rather. That's fairly good signal range. So 46 rounds carried. Yeah, that's not really that much. Of the rate of fire, you will not burn through them that quickly, though. So you don't really need to carry any other types. Don't bother with HE. I never do for any gun that isn't a howitzer. APCR doesn't really need it. It has good enough penetration for any tier 8 tank, I reckon. There's the radio, suspension, etc. Yeah, so the gun is probably the best redeeming feature for this. It is not a good tank by any stretch of the imagination. But I like it. It's very rare. I have only seen a couple of these. Same with the Gob Tractor. It's a very rare tank. And this is probably like the rarest non-premium tank, more than likely. Let's have a look in here. Any other tank that people would not want to get? I doubt it. M3 Lees, but people will still go through the Lee to get to the Sherman. 40 M81. I can't think of any. France? La France? No. Yeah, you see a lot of these tanks. Yeah, so I reckon this is probably like the rarest non-premium. Crew skills, you definitely want to have 6th Sense. Honestly, it will save your life. I have not yet got it, so I have died a lot. Camonet you'll obviously want. Gun rammer you'll definitely want as well. Binocular telescope you want to stay hidden for as long as possible, and spot tanks. You might want to go with enhanced gun lane drive for the abysmal aiming time of 2.9 seconds. I always like to go Deadeye for the gunner, because I always like doing those crits, doing that damage to modules, giving me an advantage more. You will want clutch braking to increase the traverse speed, because traverse speed on this tank is 26 degrees per second. So yeah, let's check the. What was this? 35. Yeah, it's very slow to turn. And then I've got repairs as well, because like I said, loader. Yeah, I can't really think of anything much. As a note for the driver, you might want to have off-road driving as your next skill. You can swap either one of them up, because both of them will be useful on this tank. So that's pretty much why I reckon the Churchill Gun Carrier. I just like it. It's because I'm me. I like the rare stuff. I like taking the bad tanks and doing well on them. And taking those rare tanks for the lols. Would I recommend the Gun Carrier? If you want a good tank, no. Go for the Churchill 7. This is the better of the two. It costs half. This cost about 49,000 research to actually research this thing. I'd been saving a lot of free XP as well. But if you want to progress through to the Death Star of the Tier 10 British tank destroyer, go through the actual tank destroyer line. Probably don't go through the gun carrier line as a sort of stepping stone. If you want the heavies, then continue down the heavies, obviously. Would I recommend it? No, probably not. Not unless you want a rare tank. People obviously always shoot at this because they want to kill every single tank on the British line, because that's an achievement type thing. Wild tanks, I think. So yes, if you want to get shot at and killed by people who are going, gun carrier, must kill, then get it. If you want a good tank, no, don't get it. But I'll thank you for spending some time to listen to the gun carrier review. So I'll thank you for watching, and